my friends. Welcome to Circulatory System Lesson 1. I am in my pretend classroom here and got my little Mickey friend helping me out. Anyways, we are going to just quickly go through Lesson 1 and then you will have a quick quiz, which is basically on your packet. It's the questions that we always answer after each lesson. So I'm going to just touch on the most important parts. We're going to do word attack and vocab, and then I will go through what the most important things are that you need to know. I am going to take off my sweatshirt because it's too hot in here. So I have two sweaters on. Okay, everybody touch, column 1, touch. And I've got, this is the best pointer stick I could find. So here we go, Circulatory System Lesson 1. I want you to do word attack with me. Obviously, I can't hear what you're saying back, so just do the best that you can, okay? The first word is cell. What word? Yes, cell. The next word is tissue. What word? Yes, tissue. The next word is organ. What word? Yes, organ. The last word is system. What word? Yes, system. Touch, column 2, touch. The first word is blood vessels. What words? Yes, blood vessels. The next word is heart. What word? Yes, heart. The last word is lungs. What word? Yes, lungs. I don't like that stick. Okay, I can just use my hands. I'm sitting in a little kid chair right now. Okay, let's do top to bottom all the way through and all the way back. Okay, I'll do it. Just do it along with me. Here we go. Get ready. Cell, tissue, organ, system, blood vessels, heart, lungs, heart, blood vessels, system, organ, tissue, cell. Great job. I really hope you're following along with me and not just laughing. Okay, here we go. Let's talk about our lesson. So we have, and you can follow along in your packet with me if you have it. You can also pull it up online. So if you can print it out, that would be the best, is if you can follow along with me while I'm not going to read through the whole lesson. So your responsibility is going to be to read thoroughly through it. I'm going to touch on the main points and try to make it kind of fun, okay? So our first vocabulary word is cell. What word? Cell, yes, good. It's the smallest unit of living matter, and I use hand actions. So cell is like this, okay? Cell, the smallest unit of living matter. The next word is tissue. What word? Yes, tissue, good. Tissue, it's a group of the same kind of cells. And so what I do is I take a cell and another cell, and I put them together in a group. This is a tissue, group of the same kind of cells. What is tissue? Get ready. Group of the same kind of cells. Good job. Thanks for repeating with me and staying with me. Okay, the next word is organ. What word? Yes, organ. An organ. It is a structure of cells and tissues performing a specific function within a system. So for organ, my symbol is you take your fist, put your hand around it like a heart, and it pumps. Or it beats, sorry. And so this is how you do your heart, okay? So heart, or organ, a structure of cells and tissues performing a specific function, like a heart beating and pushing the blood around your body, okay? So we've got cell, tissue, organ, okay? And an organ, again, is a structure of cells and tissues performing a specific function within the system. Okay, and the next word is system. What word? Yes, system. Good job. System, it's a group of organs that together perform one or more vital functions. So for system, I go like this because it's kind of your whole body working together. So system, a group of organs that together perform one specific function. Okay? And our last word is blood vessels. What word? Yes, blood vessels. Good. Blood vessels. They're the blue tubes inside of your whole body. They're all over the place. Okay? You can feel them in your neck. You've got big arteries there and veins. And so those are all part of your blood vessels that work together to get the blood flowing around your body. Right, Mickey? Yeah. Okay, so let's move on. So basically what you need to understand is that there is a relationship between cells, tissue, organs, and the system. They all work together to create your body and make it strong and function well, okay? So again, cell makes up the tissues make up the organs, and the organs make up the systems. You have to remember that cells make up every little thing, okay? Cells are in your hair, these aren't your nose, your ears, your nose, your fingernails. Everything that you are made of are billions and trillions, and that's not even close to how many cells are in your body. There are so many cells. So you are made up of a lot of cells, and together they come together, they create tissue, the tissue creates organs, and the organs create the system. Okay, so as you read about the circulatory system, you need to know that the circulatory system's main responsibility is to move blood around the body. And so the heart is the main soul of that whole thing. The heart pumps blood and it moves it through the blood vessels that you have, okay? Now, there are also lungs that are part of the circulatory system. So when you breathe, blood is going through your lungs, your heart is pumping, and they all need to work together. So the heart's job is to, I'm going to read this really quick, pump the blood around the body constantly. Even when you're asleep in bed, blood is always moving around you. That's why if you get a cut on your head or your arm, you're going to bleed, okay? Because there's always blood going through your body. Now, you have to know that there's three main parts of the circulatory system. Sorry, I keep sniffing, and I wish I had a Kleenex. That is not good. Okay, so there's three main parts. Here they are: the heart, the blood, and the blood vessels. That is going to be on a test, okay? You need to know the three things. When it says, what are the three parts of the circulatory system? That is what you're going to have to say. So say it again with me. The heart, the blood vessels, okay? You will also have to memorize this in order: the smallest cell, tissue, organ, system. So go smallest to biggest, okay? And you'll see that in the packet right here, okay? So that's where you're going to study that. You'll have to answer that exact question and fill it out on the test, okay? So make sure you have that memorized. Okay, we're going to talk about Dr. William Harvey. Dr. William Harvey is an important guy. So he, in the 1630s, so about 400 years ago, he was an English doctor, and he discovered that blood circulates through our body. People just thought back then they just had blood in your body. They didn't realize it was a whole freeway of blood vessels going around and that your heart was the main circuit of that and making it flow, okay? They did not know that because this is in the 1600s, right? This is a long time ago. So science has come a long way. So back then they didn't know. Today we actually dissect dead bodies, and that's kind of morbid and sounds gross, but it's a way that we learn about science. That's how doctors learn to do surgery and learn to know how to do a heart surgery on somebody or a lung transplant or something like that. So back then they didn't do that stuff. So they had no idea that we had veins and arteries and heart, and that the lungs were part of the circulatory system and respiratory system, which we'll learn after the circulatory system. So what they thought back then, they thought, so blood was just in our body, and they thought the heart was kind of like, almost looked like a sponge with pores in it, so holes, and that it would suck in blood, like, and then blood would go out. So it was just kind of like a big spongy pump, and then it kind of made it flow, which that's why they thought it was beating, okay? So lots of different reasons why they thought how blood was going through us, okay? What else? They also thought arteries just pumped themselves, so the blood was just moving on its own through your veins. Today, we know, after being able to look at a real human heart and how it works, we know that the heart is the one that is fueling that blood to go through your body, okay? All right, so a lot of people didn't believe him. They thought he was crazy and, oh yeah, that's not right. And so eventually, after science research, they discovered that he was right. And what he did, they were able to take a microscope and a live fish and put its tail under the microscope, right? Microscopes make it so you can see really little things. So they're looking at this fish tail, and in the fish tail, they can see these cells moving through it like a river, okay? And you can probably look up online, or maybe I'll try to find a video and post it for you, of a fishtail, and you can see that going through. I mean, now we can even see human blood and what it looks like going through because we can put cameras inside of people. So it has come a long way. So remember that. William had these ideas. He realized that the lungs were part of the circulatory system and that the heart was a pump that moved blood through our body. Okay, so those are two big important things that you need to understand. Okay, so again, really quick, we need to know cell, smallest unit of living matter, tissue, a group of the same kind of cells. Tissues make up organs, okay, which is something that works together to I gotta look at my definition. See, this is what you guys are gonna have to do. I have to make sure I get the organ, a structure of cells and tissue performing a specific function. So the heart beats and pushes blood through our body. It doesn't breathe for us, right? That's what the lung specific function is. So Anyways, cell, smallest unit of living matter. Tissue, group of the same kind of cells. Organ, a structure of cells performing a specific function. And a system is a group of organs that are performing one or more vital functions. And they work together. So without your brain, your heart wouldn't work. Without your heart, your brain wouldn't work. Without your lungs, you wouldn't be alive, right? Okay. So make sure that those are the big important things that you need to understand. And then the three main parts of the circulatory system: heart, blood vessels. Okay, say it again with me. I'm not going to say it. You say it. Very good. Heart, blood vessels. All right, I'm so glad you guys could join me for my little class. Tomorrow I will have more lessons for you, so if you get this video today, awesome. Look for the quiz that goes along with it. Chances are it's going to be next week, but it could get assigned today. So rewatch this if you need a review, and make sure you read the packet, okay? Just watching these videos probably isn't enough, so read the packet as well. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. I play music on that. I'll get music going for the next one. Okay. Au revoir. Now I need to figure out how to turn it off.